This is the character I really like.
If he fucking disses Carla, I'm whooping his damn ass.
Fuck Carla.
Just all of us. I don't give a shit. Man could suck my left nut.
Okay, what's great is I started recording like when Caitlin started talking there about if they dislike Carla. So then like one of the first things on the recording is Alex saying if he dislikes it, he could suck my left nut.
Okay, no, I'll fully admit. God, if you dislike Carla, fuck you. Carla's mommy.
Carla's the worst.
Did you just
Carla's
say
the
Carla's mommy? Did you just say
Yes.
Carla?
She's a mom.
Yeah, but the
Dumb
way you
mommy.
said that.
Okay,
What
but
did I say?
saying is mommy and is a mom are
Yeah.
two different things.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Carla
It can
has
work both ways.
no.
It can't. It really can't.
I roasted Caitlyn so bad last night. She tried to do the shitty joke that I always say, where if I was in your position, I just would have said the joke better.
Anyway.
And she made an attempt. There was an attempt made. I can respect the attempt. The execution is
As you shit all over me.
Anyway,
Let's
let's do
go.
LGBTs.
Let's go let's go lesbians. Right, so because you're in the middle of a fight.
Maybe I am a woman.
Because you're in the middle of a fight, what I want everyone to do is to just roll a d20 in the chat, and we're gonna see who goes first via questions that way.
I almost
Damn, I
forgot
got
how to do it
17.
and almost went to my character chart to do it.
That's fair.
Oh, looks like Will couldn't hack it on that D20. You should have gotten luckier, Will.
You shouldn't have fucked up one of your arms.
Ah!
Jesus Christ!
That's my favorite thing is that the doctors, every time I go back, they change what they think is wrong with my arm.
I have heard 3 different explanations for what you've done to your arm.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Welcome
It's
to
like the
healthcare.
Joker origin story.
Yeah, it's a minor thing. Actually,
Yeah, remember when I fucking had that like skin rash last year and I went to like 3 different doctors? One of them told me it was an allergic reaction. One of them told me it was bed mites. Another one said it was something else. And then finally go to a skin doctor and they're like, no, it's a fucking stress rash.
Right,
Caleb?
so
it actually was
Caleb?
bed mites.
Caleb, it sounded like you said dog turs.
right,
That's
so
what I've heard too. I was
Oh, close enough.
Kara and Sky both got 15. So one of you pick odds and one of you pick evens.
Odds.
Evens, I guess.
It's a 2, so Sky goes before. So it goes.
Haha, fuck you, Sky.
It goes. At the moment, the questions will go Alex,
Yes.
then Will, then it's Sky, then it's Kara, it's Tara, and then it's Caitlin. So, Alex, you're first. You can ask a question to anyone or to me.
Yeah, I've got a question for
What
specifically.
the fuck is a hatred?
It's Catred.
Yeah.
It's because it's the hatred that you have for Caitlyn.
Yeah.
It's just through.
It's when the hatred comes out of Caitlyn. It's Catred.
Yeah.
I also answered to Pokato.
Yeah. So I actually have a question for Sky.
No.
So I asked this the last session to specifically Helena, but I also think that's because I'm genuinely curious about this, just because you're a warpling in this situation. So warplings have a very close tie, or not close, but about as close as you can with the moon people that are Soulstorm elves, or Jolthesians as they're called. Would your character have any sort of predisposition towards a Soulstorm elf, knowing what your character would probably know if they lived on a Hyperion?
So I can give you some background information to help you with that, Sky. So basically, the world that you come from, Hyperion, is right next to a giant rip in space, and that rip is constantly pushing out psychic energy. And that's how your people came to be. They evolved over thousands of years because of that psychic energy, and that's how all warplings came to be. Now, Alex's character is of a race of elves that a long, long time ago, when this rift happened, their leader said, "We're gonna pick up all our stuff, and we're gonna move to this moon." Oh, you mean the moon that's right in the way of that giant rip in space that is leaking out psychic energy? Yeah, that's where we're gonna move. And it led to those elves basically becoming what Alex's elf is, a Soulstorm elf, that are kind of all slightly insane and have stared far too long into a giant rip in reality. So that's a bit of background to decide whether or not you think your character would have any particular feelings towards an elf that lived in that kind of environment.
I would say they have thoughts, but I don't want to say what they are.
Oh.
Okay.
The general question was just if they had a predisposition towards them, good or negative. As long as they have them, they're.
That is a very bold, neutral way of saying an answer. It says a lot, also nothing at the same time.
Yeah,
I have thoughts, motherfucker.
I do have mayhaps is the answer.
I'm laying my cat cards on the table, Katsudore style.
That was my question for the most part. I was curious because, there's two warplings in this group. One's an NPC and one's a player character.
Yeah.
I already got to know the NPC's opinions.
Yeah. Right. So, Will, it is your time to ask a question.
Just for clarification, does this have to be to a player, or can it be directed to the DM about an NPC?
No, it could be directed to the DM about an NPC, or it could be an overall world question or a lore setting question. It's any question that comes to your mind about the game. It can be to other characters, or it could be to me. I don't mind it being to me.
It's something that popped up halfway through the week was last week. It was mentioned Sakar recognized Hera.
Yeah.
My question is, did she give off any indication that she recognized him?
No, she did not. 110%, she did not give off any any signs that she knows Sakar.
Okay, I was just wondering how much information she and I are playing with here.
No. So yeah, that's the answer. Is that you had a little bit of a moment, which is connected towards your character or more the history of your character, and I gave you a little bit of side information in Discord about something that you noticed, and your character had a recognition where they realized they had seen Hera before. But I can confidently say to you that Hera showed no signs of recognizing Sakar.
All right, answers my question.
That answers your question. Right, Sky, it is your turn to ask a question.
All right. This is tough. Oh my god. Okay, Carla, what is her what is this secret fear of hers?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, because I was for a second I was gonna say losing her family, but you said secret fear.
Yeah, the secret fear, not the obvious one.
She's actually scared of mice, like most elephants.
Oh no.
She's actually scared of what she'll do with this magnum dong.
I mean, a trunk could be considered that, I suppose.
Wow, I didn't even.
If she squirts up milk with it, she can spray it out.
Oh no!
Stop this.
You know what I would do if I had an Eskerlin capable of slurping?
What would you do? Eat more cheese?
You're all canceled, every last one of you. I hope you have an apology video up by dawn.
I drew a picture of Amy being fucked by Sonic. Of course, I'm cancelled. But no, what is Carla's secret?
Canceled? I didn't know that could.
This actually plays a little bit into what Will asked me last week.
Mm-hmm.
Failing her children as a mother.
Oh, okay.
That what she did wasn't enough to make sure they're safe and that they're decent people.
Oh.
Would that really be a secret fear? I think it would be every
Evil laughter
normal.
has me scared. Mom, come pick me up.
Oh, well,
You say that, the car drives up, and it's me.
I would just think that would be every parent's normal, rational fear to
yeah. I
fail their
suppose that's
parents.
true.
I'm gonna say maybe start being scared.
Lower your
Trust me, I know.
expectations.
But if I was gonna choose another one,
That the government finds out you didn't legally adopt one.
no, damn it, Cara, I'm trying here.
I know,
bitch.
I'm teasing.
She's scared of falling in love.
Interesting.
That's a good one. That's a good one that I'd see as a secret as well that you wouldn't tell.
Yeah,
anyone.
because the way I've pictured it is no one's ever really gone for Carla. She's had like a lot of bards into her because, oh, this could be a new conquest, a different type of conquest.
The
But-
other meat.
The
other
other
way.
white meat.
Yes.
The other dark meat.
And because of her sexuality, it's a lot harder for her to fall in love, and she's terrified of it.
Okay,
God.
so that's
You're actually not like the other girls.
yeah, you're actually not like the other girls, right? Okay, so Cara, my list says that you're next.
No, it says me is next.
Yes, you is next.
No, me
Say
is
the
next.
fucking question. I'm not playing this Rush Hour free game with you.
Yes, you are.
Okay, my
This is what you
screen
get for
capture
missing the blowgun.
fucking working.
Okay, Will. You're obviously dressed up in a very pirate thematic character.
We are.
You're obviously money hungry. But what kind of like pirate are you?
You mean my character or me? Because
Yeah.
I'm a pirate who doesn't do anything.
What kind of pirate is Sakar?
Stay home and lie around.
I don't actually know what the answer to that is because I don't know what you mean by type of pirates.
Well, like, are they like the sky pirate? Are they like the typical like swashbuckling? Are they, you know?
Do they download movies?
Yeah.
Are
They
they-
look
are
Would
movies.
they-
you download a car?
Are
Yeah.
they steam powered giraffe? What are they?
Like are they the stereotypical pirate, or do they fashion themselves as something different?
He is mostly a pirate. There is a little something a little different to him that is not piratey. I would say a lot of his inspiration for his general aesthetic comes from Treasure Planet.
It's a good movie.
Ooh.
I'll say that much. He is very much inspired by Treasure Planet.
Sad yar.
That yarg.
The other thing is that, I guess you could say his other profession as a pirate would be, I guess the other word for it would basically be freedom fighter. So that's,
Cringes in Sonic.
yeah. I used those words specifically to make the Sonic fans hate me.
What Sonic fans? The ones that have been beaten over and over again by their lackluster games?
Don't at me, please.
Oh, Sky, like you were gonna play them anyway.
Once a year, every year since 2006.
Yep, Sega whips out their money dog and just beats their fan base over.
Money dong?
Their money dog.
So,
But yeah,
yeah.
They're the $5 bills.
Lord have
He
mercy.
he is very much a space pirate. He has a very preferred target, but
Yeah.
the
Okay.
pirate thing is not just
Will,
for
can you
looks.
give me, just for the camera, Will, can you give me your best yarg?
How much are you gonna pay me for it?
I'll give you $5.
I don't believe
Depending
you.
on this, I might give you a nickel. He's be real.
That's proportionate. I think,
Yeah, it has to be a real good yard.
He doesn't give nickels out very.
I am known as the shekel collector.
I could make more than that on Craigslist.
So you say.
He just has to sell his used panties.
God, no.
So, that being said, Tara, you are next on the question list.
Oh, I'm next.
Yes,
You're-
you are.
Yes.
Can I? I'm gonna ask your permission. Can I just throw one out there for anyone?
Yes.
All right. Anybody that wants to answer. How does your character personally feel about nobility?
Ooh.
I actually have an answer to this one.
Interesting.
I was like, Skylar, did you want to give an answer? Or?
I'm going to say that my character believes she's noble. She like she doesn't like ask for nobility. I think she actually thinks she's noble.
I actually think that Hydra specifically, right now, like, so to give a good example is he sees Balara as a person, but more importantly than that, he sees Balara as a key to his goal, the same way he sees the Empress, the Iron Empress, as another key to his goal. They're just a tool for him to use.
You're
at the
all
moment.
just tools for him.
Yeah, royalty is just a title given to people that he can use to better the to reach his goal, essentially.
I am gonna say that's something kind of similar to Sakaar. His opinion is basically he thinks most nobles or most members of nobility are lazy, entitled idiots, but he will use them to get what he wants in the world.
Yeah. How about the last of you, of Carla and Kara? How do you, Kelty?
Kelty kind of views them the same way as Hydra and Sakaar, minus the usefulness.
Oh, interesting.
Because of the simple fact that they are a member of the AAF, they view them as people who tend to invoke wars. So like they view them as someone who gets people like Kelty killed.
Whoa,
Oh, so-
honey, you may need to take Imodium.
I don't think Hydra. So Hydra doesn't think like most nobility is like fat and lazy and generally uncooperative with most of society. More that he thinks that the power they hold is the key to everything for him.
With Carla, I mean, it's a lot simpler. They're kind of out of her periphery.
Okay.
Do they want her mommy milkies? If so, they might be decent.
I can
no.
answer for Hera as well. Hera kind of has it's actually a very different question for Hera, because it's how does Hera feel about nobility and how does Hera feel about Galatean nobility, because they're both kind of different.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of Galatean nobility are like your character are ones that have gained nobility either from something their ancestors did in a crusade thousands of years ago, or by being a family, a line of hunters. And Hera kind of doesn't so much agree with those that are living off of, like, my great ancestor, claimed this territory and so it's my right to have it. She doesn't trust those kind of people. But the families that still hunt and still fight, she actually has a respect for.
My great grandpappy used his butthole to carve out this land, and I am milking the profits with this spoon.
Basically. But yes, now it is your turn. Your turn, Caitlin, to ask a question. This is the last question.
Alright, this is to you, Hex. Well, actually, it's to Hera.
Okay.
What is her first impression of these idiots so far?
Okay, alright, so, she obviously, we'll go from the most obvious to the least obvious. So, Balara, looking at her, she sees that this is obviously someone that she's aware of. She's aware of the noble family. There's, you kind of know, one of the children of the greatest hunter on the planet. You kind of know those people and kind of maybe has some high expectations because of that. But then I imagine that's something that Balara has dealt with a lot, is people expecting a huge amount of her because of her mother. Looking at Sakaar, she's a bit wary because pirates tend to make really good mercenaries. However, she also knows that pirates can be a lot of trouble depending on why they're a pirate and what their level of piracy is, so maybe keeping a closer eye on him. She's never seen what Carla is before, and that does intrigue her, because it's very rare that someone as old as her sees something brand new. Kelty, there's a trepidation there because of something that she's noticed in Kelty. Also the fact that she is very much aware that Kelty seems to scream military and very much screams AAF, and is kind of wondering if, has Kelty gone rogue? Is this like a rogue ops going on right now? And that's not something that you want, because that raises a lot of questions. She's not really sure what to make of Hydra, because she's had very limited interaction with Soulstorm elves, and most of them have not seen very together, whereas Hydra seems to be a lot more together than the ones that she's seen. And finally, with Hanako, she very much sees another Warpling, which is, something of interest to her, but also sees that you're wearing a frilly dress, and she's questioning if this is the right decision for you.
Especially when she went out about murder and stuff last time.
Yes. But then that happened, and then she kind of thought that maybe there's a little bit more to this, but still questions whether or not you're fit to be put out in a world where, every monster is around a corner and it's going to rip your face off. So, that's Hera's current feelings about everyone based on what she observed. Because she observed you for a while. She was following you guys for a while.
Yeah. We just all missed her fucking stealth big time.
Well, she rolled a fucking 28, so,
Yeah, I know, there was no way.
But, that being said, we've now done our little warm-up, and we're in the middle of where everyone is, and I will just go over very briefly what happened last time. So you all met each other, you all have now fully signed up to the Iron Blood Brigade, and you were informed essentially through the leader of the Iron Blood Brigade, Mal, and one of the surviving members, Hera, that Mal has secured a foundation for a new settlement, but he needs more people to go and make sure the entire settlement is fully secured so they can start its foundations, it can start being built. Hera, after you guys were sent on ahead, kind of confided in you a little bit that, well, actually the reason that you guys have been brought in is because while they were on their way to this settlement, the groundbreaking almost, they were attacked by a gigantic creature that burst from the ground, and it killed a lot of the original Iron Blood Brigade. So the people that are coming into the group now, you're kind of here to fill those spaces, and it's very particularly dangerous. You were told to scout on ahead, to go to a certain designated area where you could camp for the night, and then after that you were supposed to head off to acquire the Iron Blood Brigade's Goliath. It's a transport vehicle that contains some of the stuff that you guys need to begin the creation of the settlement. You began walking through the area before you, and perhaps some individuals weren't paying super close attention to their surroundings, and some bushes started to come alive, and a tree started to come alive. And
I've seen this movie.
Yes. Doesn't bode well for the one in a dress with a skirt, but we won't go.
God fucking damn it! Why would you?
But that is where we are. You're all surprised by the fact that some bushes have come to life, and so has a tree. So, for those of you that know D&D, you'll probably guess what's going to happen next by the words that I just said. But you have been caught by surprise. You didn't realize these creatures were there, and they have kind of lashed out. So the way this works is they're going to get a surprise round against you. So it would be Balara's turn, but guess what? You're surprised. It would be the Iron Blood Merc's turn, but guess what? They're surprised. Would be Hera's turn, but guess what? She's surprised. Would be Hydra's turn, but guess what? He's surprised. That is cool art. Who is that? Do you want to change to that art?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's much better than Ronda Rousey, I can tell you that.
I'm really like.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Shut up!
You made her 10 times cuter. What is this?
Let me
Which-
just.
Finally, sapphic vibes in the house. I appreciate it. Thank you.
It wasn't 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's what I was gonna do. I'm just gonna reset you back up because I remembered where your turn
I'm
was.
sorry. Is that a fucking penis on the tree? I really don't appreciate this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone drew a penis on the tree.
Yeah,
Where?
it wasn't me.
This?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a middle finger.
Is it? It looks like a penis.
It looks like a penis.
Why would,
I'm
why
concerned
would the
about
penis
your
be
hand.
there?
Anyway,
I don't know.
Wouldn't the penis be here on a tree?
Anyway, let's go.
Right, so basically, you're surprised. It means that you don't get a turn
I
for
try
the
to-
first round of combat.
Yes.
But the enemies do get a turn against you because they're the ones that surprised you. So let me just get the info up. I'm just gonna mute Sky a second. Let me just get the info up. So that is the Awakened Shrubs, Fear the Awakened Shrubs, and that is the Awakened Trees.
Trinus.
Did you just say Trinus?
That's what it says.
Oh dear God.
It says Trinus
Didn't you know that treants have their Trinus on their arms?
instead of on their.
Apparently.
But yeah, so I'm just getting all their sheets up, and then that's Awakened Shrub, that's Awakened Tree, and then
I
you
have a
get your...
quick question. I have a quick
Go
question while you get this set up. This doesn't affect things. Well, it does affect things, but it's weird. The trance just starts if an enemy attack fails to hit me.
Yeah,
Would that happen even on a surprise round? Like, I'll let you rule that how
Yeah.
you would.
yeah. Yeah, because it's still a surprise round. If they still try to hit you, they're still trying to hit you. It doesn't say that they need to fail to attack in an active round of combat. It just says it fails to attack. So the way I read that is that. So it is, however, the Awakened Tree's turn. Big tree man. So the tree is going to look around. Who's in front of it? It sees Hydra and it sees Balara. Hydra's evens. Okay, so roll a d4. Let's find out. Okay, wonderful. So the tree pulls itself up from its roots and
Oh, shit.
shuffles over.
Oh,
And
there.
it sees two of you, and it goes for Hydra. So it's going to make a slam attack against you.
Is
So
that
the
supposed to be
four-
advantage?
No, it's not an advantage. So does a 14 hit you?
No, a 14 misses.
So it does miss you.
And I get a stack of trance.
Yes, you do. It would be Sakar's round, but I'm afraid he was caught off guard. So now it is the shrubs' turn. So 2 awakened shrubs are going to try to hit Hydra.
Oh, that's illegal.
That's a 6.
Okay,
That
hold on.
misses. That's a 17. Does a 17
That
hit you?
does match because I think you can't take reactions on
No. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah.
That's 3 slashing from one of the bushes.
one of the matches.
And then the other bush is going to try to go for Sakar. I'm guessing an 11 misses you, right?
It misses.
Right. Now it's actually your turn. So, Balara, you've seen this tree pick itself up off the roots and march towards the Soulstorm Elf and try to swing at him and miss. And then you've seen the shrubs themselves reach out with strange twiggy hands and attack.
Alrighty. This is what I came here to do.
This is
Time to murder.
I put on my wizard hat and cape.
Wizard
And I pull my
hand.
gun.
Quick, someone draw a wizard hat.
Oh. Fuck you.
Yeah, I
Can't
can
tell
do
me what to do.
Oh,
If I can-
my character sheet bugged out. No.
I've had that happen. It's not fun.
What color do you want your witch's hat to be, Tara?
Whatever color fits.
I'm gonna go pink.
Okay. Yeah, I pull out one fucking gun, and I'm gonna shoot
And
it.
I got a shotgun.
Oh yeah, but soon, maybe.
Which one though? Which one gets the shoot?
That's the question.
The shooty bang bangs.
Oh, gets the shoot.
I'm disappointed the treeness didn't move with the tree.
So who are you shooting?
This little feller.
You were shooting the poor bush, the poor awakened shrub. I can tell you, an 18, 110% hits an awakened shrub.
Pow! That's almost max damage, I think.
And that is one dead awakened shrub. You shoot the shrub and it's dead.
Explodes.
One
Poor
down.
shrub. Poor shrub. It was just doing its life.
One
Yeah.
down. Make sure I know what I can do.
Yeah, it's a good idea to make sure you know what you can do.
I don't know that I'll link that, but it's really long. Maybe I will.
Go
I
ahead.
need the Treant
Yeah.
to roll me a intelligence save.
Intelligence save. Right. Well, trees are not that smart. An 11.
I needed a 15, so I'm interfaced with it now. I cannot do anything with it. I can see, hear, and feel through it.
And the creature knows it's in you're in its mind.
The tree knows you're in its mind. How does a tree feel knowing someone's in its mind? You be the judge of that.
Probably not well, but I wanted to see what he sees.
What does the tree see? Well, the tree sees this guy right in front of him at the moment, and the tree also sees this guy, and just generally these people over here. However, what you would see through the tree's eyes is that there is another awakened shrub over here. He's hiding, waiting, like the patient hunter.
Oh, I hate this.
It stalks its prey in the bushes. It is the bush.
It is the bush.
Am I able to speak? Is that something I can do, or have I used my turn?
No, you can speak. You can talk. I'm not someone that holds true to that. If you're gonna say a giant monologue, I'm not gonna let it happen. But if you're gonna say stuff, that's fine.
Okay, what direction is Hera facing?
Hera, where is Hera? Hera is facing never eat. So S, so south, down.
So, okay, I would tell her on your left.
Okay. Right.
Because that would be her left.
That would be her left. Yes.
It's robot turn. Because the robot can make one attack, and
Yes,
it
it
will
can.
punch the other shrub.
Punch that shrub.
Punch the shrub.
Fist of tears.
That definitely hits the poor shrub.
And
That
it
doesn't
explodes.
kill the shrub.
Oh.
The
So we
shrub
know
is
that
still
the
alive.
We know the HP is somewhere between 8 and 12.
Yes.
It's probably 10.
Yeah, that's one
I was
thing.
gonna guess 10.
Probably 9.
Fuck.
Monster manuals like to be weird like that.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Anyway, so your robot did the big punch, and I believe that is your turn now, correct? Right. So it's your mercenary's turn, and then I'm just gonna make sure I have this. So this mercenary tries to move down, and what does he do? Oh, he only gets in the way of another creature that suddenly lifts up through the grass. And that is this.
Tasty.
Cool.
It zoomed in real tiny.
Well, I mean, the pictures.
It's
like-
it's like a Venus flytrap that's,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very obvious what it is.
that's animated. So I'm gonna roll initiative for it now. Oh, look at that! It rolled nice and high.
Jesus.
It won't get a turn now, but it will next time. But it doesn't get to hit him, but he has activated it. This gentleman here tries to move backwards, and what does he do? He only activates another one. There's another one over there, but they still get their turns. So the two guys at the top, one of them is going to fire on the tree, and the other one is going to fire on the bush that you so kindly made them all aware of. So this is the one going against the tree, and that definitely hits the tree. And that's damage, I guess. Not big damage, but it's damage. So that's -3. And the other guy is going to fire on the shrub.
As
And
you
that
do.
most definitely hits the shrub. And that brave shrub still alive. That brave shrub. This gentleman is going to open fire on that since he's just stumbled upon it. But he is at disadvantage because he's right next to it. That might still hit though. Have a look. Yes, it does. That's big damage from him. -10. And the other gentleman at the top, well, he's going to go and do the exact same thing. But at the one in front of him. And that misses completely. So, Hydra, it's your turn. There's a dead shrub in front of you, which just looks like it did before, but somehow dead.
Hydra will draw both his long blade and his slightly shorter blade.
Mm-hmm.
And as he does it, he will take a very deep breath, as one do. And his expression becomes almost blank as he's basically in trance right now. And he will say in a slightly calm tone of, I do hope the audience enjoys this next dance. May it be a once-in-their-lifetime event. He will strike a fabulous pose and then begin to slash. Start with the small shrub.
Go, small shrub, go. I hope he survives.
He will not.
He probably won't.
He might.
You match.
I match.
You match his AC.
Okay, so I slapped that thing. It's been slapped.
It's overkill. It's a shrub, man. You don't understand the words of the Leafs, but you're pretty sure a tree just shouted, "Stop! He's already dead!"
Okay, so now I'm at trance 3. Then, bonus thing, I'm going to just post this in here as his hypnosis, as I call it, for viewers at home. He looks all loose and tight at the same time.
Sorry, what?
His movement.
Don't ask
At
questions.
the same time.
Don't ask questions.
No, so how it is that his movements are fluid, but his limbs and things like that look like mannequins. Like how you like, it looks like he's being like a marionette essentially.
Why do you ask questions?
Yeah. So that is quite literally what I mean by loose and tight at the same time. Is that it shouldn't flow, but it does. So with that, I'll use my bonus action to slap with my Tonto.
Go ahead, slap. That definitely hits the poor shrub. That kills the poor shrub.
Oh, minimum damage.
You have killed the poor shrub.
Is
Okay.
this shrub really poor? Have we seen its bank account?
It's poor. It lives out of the wild. It's
So
poor.
I currently now have, because I'm in trance 4, not only can I make a second bonus action attack with my offhand weapon, I can move 50 feet total because of my movement speed.
Yes, you can.
So I will, as I'm walking by here, I will essentially just be like, Lady Indica, if you would, to the statue in the middle there. And then we'll circle behind this tree, fluidly and dancing like.
Through the treeness.
I will slash again.
You are attacking the big tree. Yeah, that definitely hits. That's
That's
16.
max damage.
That's the
I can't
big
see
trees.
I can't see the bar for the tree. Oh no,
For
now I
the
see
treeness.
it.
I now have 5 stacks of trance.
And you have angered the big tree.
I have angered the big tree, but Blade Dance is coming online. 25 feet of movements. I'm just dancing and breathing deeply. Deep breaths.
Alright.
It'll be there last.
Carla
Yeah.
will give a small clap of her hands and say, "That was beautiful, dear. Beautiful."
If that is the end of your turn, it is Hera's turn. Hera is aware that there is a bush next to her, but instead you notice that they just decide to drop prone on the ground.
She's plain dead.
You must become smaller than the bush. Become submissive to the trees.
Does I put that in GM by mistake. I'll put it back in public. It's fine. And activates her ability. And then is going to load a single round into her long rifle weapon, and is going to shoot at the awakened tree, I believe. So let's just check that a second. That's that. Wonderful.
Excuse me.
You are excused. Let's see if she can hit the awakened tree. I believe she just misses, actually. Where's the awakened tree's AC? Oh no, but that doesn't include the bonus for lying in wait. So actually, it does. And that's 16 damage to the tree.
I see we're going to the same school of damage.
Apparently so. But that is her turn. You notice that she's laid down in the ground and fires out a shot through it, which just ricochets past Sakar's face and slams into the tree. Right. Kelty, it is your turn.
Okay. Seeing as more than enough people have the Trinas surrounded and seemingly
We
under
believe
control.
these magical drawings here.
Yes, they are staying there. The Trinas exist for life.
Oh, okay.
I am going to attempt to firebolt this fly trap.
You're going to firebolt that fly trap. Firebolt that fly trap. That definitely hits. Roll damage.
Holy shit, 1 fucking damage.
Well, actually, it does 2 damage.
Yeah, I was. Because it's got
Feel
a
bad.
weakness to fire.
Sky,
Hey,
I feel
Dan-
real bad.
has Sky muted their mic, or am I just
Yeah,
unmuted?
no, Sky muted.
Okay,
Sky's muted.
okay.
Yes, I did. Sorry about
No,
that.
that's my
It's all
fault.
good,
I just thought that it was me. That's all. So yes, you hit it, and a little bit of it burns off, but you do notice that the fly trap goes.
Can I get that sound again, please?
I'll try.
Jesus Christ.
Can I get that as a ringtone?
No.
Rip it off the audio. I'm not doing it again.
Unless you're paid.
But yeah, the plant really doesn't like what you've done to it.
It doesn't like fire. Who knew plants don't like fire?
Who knew?
Grass is hurt by fire. Pokemon told the truth.
Pokemon prepared me for this.
Just like the simulations.
But yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do, or is that all for you?
That's it.
That's it, right?
He also drops prone to activate offer up the booty.
Oh, it's time to stomp on it.
Right, Carla, it is your turn.
Carla's gonna use her bonus action
Mm-hmm.
and use insightful fighting.
Pop that in the
Oh.
chat.
Okay, sure.
Because I'm not super familiar with it, so I want to see what it is.
To cast charisma.
Right, so insightful fighting. At third level, you gain the ability to decipher an opponent's tactics and develop a counter to them. As a bonus, you make a wisdom insight check against a creature that you can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's charisma check. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against that target, even if you don't have advantage on the roll. So, which one are you doing this for?
I'm going to use. Hold on. If I could use. Okay. I'm going to use it on the Venus flytrap over here.
Okay, so roll me that insight check. It is insight. Yes, it is insight. And I will roll the Venus flytrap's wisdom. Is it wisdom? No, it's charisma.
God damn, I rolled low.
Oh, it nearly,
Hey!
with a -4, it nearly beat you.
With a +7! I nearly lost.
Yeah, with a +7, you nearly lost. While that Venus flytrap has a -4 to charisma, and it nearly beat you. So
We have
That's
no
sad.
maybe don't feel
Listen.
great about that. But yeah,
Listen, the dice is a cruel mistress.
I guess you still won. So
Yeah, I did. So
yeah.
I take my fucking win.
Yeah.
So
You gain your you get sneak attack against it.
well, also I'm able to decipher like one of their tactics and develop a counter to them. So, like, what would they be doing?
No, it doesn't say that in here.
That-
It
It
that's-
does at top.
Flavor text.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
says a
flavor
pop.
text. That's flavor text. That's not.
The counter you decipher the sneak attack.
Yes.
oh, okay. I thought maybe it would give me an insight into what they're actually planning on
No.
doing. That's fine.
Murder.
That's mastermind at level 10.
Well, actually, you can just do that with an insight check as an action. But why would you do that?
Yeah, that's true.
When you
Why would you do that?
Okay, hold on, let me measure again.
Yeah, you can get
I
that.
can get there. Boop.
What are you not rolling around with 55 movement like I am? What are you? slow or
What a
something?
peasant.
Yeah.
I roll around with the average.
Right, so yes, if you wish to attack it, you can attack the big.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the rapier
Go
in
for
one
it.
hand.
That just hits, yeah. That's 5 normal damage.
How about you can sneak attack that?
Yeah, sneak attack it. So what is sneak attack for level 3? I believe.
Sneak attack for level 3. Hold on, I got this pulled up.
I want to say 2.
I think it's-
It's 2d6.
So roll me 2d6, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 1, nat 1, nat 1, nat 1. 7.
Ooh,
Not bad.
that's not bad.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack with my offhand with the knife.
You can't.
Oh,
Already bonus action.
Because that would be a bonus action, and you
oh,
used
that
it
would
for
be a
insightful
bonus
fighting.
action. Okay, well, that's fine too.
Right, so, Sky, now, it is in fact your turn. Time
I
for
would
the
like to
big
use
barbarian.
my bonus action.
Okay.
I would like to rage.
Pop
At
rage
the-
in the chat!
Yeah.
I would like to
You did it!
rage
I'm so proud!
at the giant Venusa over there. Give me a minute. Let me pop in what rage is in the chat
Yes.
Yeah.
for a second. If this thing will actually stay.
I'm
can also-
legitimately, I don't want to talk down to you, but I'm legitimately proud at you that you were like, yeah, first thing's rage. I'm legitimately proud of that.
Okay, if you want to attack, depending on who you want to attack, you have options here too. Like,
Yeah.
not trying to steal your strategy, but you can reach all 3 of these with your movement.
Ooh,
You have your choice on who you want to murder.
awesome.
I guess you could also attack the small hidden shrub over there, but
Yes, I'm going to use rage on the small shrub.
Well,
No.
Or-
so, the thing,
Well, here's the thing. She doesn't know about the shrub.
so the thing is, Guy, as well, just to give you an understanding, when you rage, you don't have to rage at a specific target. You just enter the rage state. So that
Yeah, for
means
one-
that, yeah.
yeah, for 1 minute you are basically resistant to all forms of bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, including those done by spells. So you're really tanky. You take half damage from pretty much everything.
All right.
And
You also
you
Draco
I
Maniac.
would suggest if you were going to rage, join us over here because this group over here has the tree and kind of Venus covered at the moment.
I think that's what
And that
Sky
gives
was
us
going to
3.
do anyway. Based
I
on
Yeah.
figured, but
I think I was going to go.
Actually,
Since
can
you're
you-
Draco Maniac, can you make a ranged
yeah,
attack?
can you post Draco Maniac into the chat right now? Because you get something at level 3 for them too.
Sure, give me a
Because you
second.
might be able to make a ranged attack, and because are you gold? Are you a gold dragon?
Yes.
Then you can breathe fire at them. Additionally, once per turn, so
Ooh.
you're resistant to fire damage as well. So bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and fire damage. You're resistant to all of those. Additionally, once per turn, while you're raging, you can substitute one of the attacks you make as part of the attack action with a breath weapon. Which means that at 30 feet, with a range of 30 feet, you can just breathe fire at someone.
All right.
So do you want to breathe fire or do you want to smash it?
We know they're weak to fire, so you'd get double damage.
Well, her weapon attack would also be
Yes, because
Fire.
basically when Sky's character rages, it swaps weapon damage types because of
Oh.
being a Draco main.
Didn't you know that?
Oh, I
Frey-
didn't know that. That's really
Did you
interesting.
not know that Freyr does that?
Yeah, Frey does
No,
that.
no,
He
no,
does it
no. I remember now. It's just I forgot she was the same thing.
Yes.
I would like to select Dragon Breath because.
Okay, so
You can do that at a range. You can pick any range you want and breathe at someone.
let me see. I think I put that on your sheet, but I just want to double check.
Yep, you did.
Yes, I did. I see it right there. Okay, so
do you want to move to where you'd want to breathe fire at, because you're making essentially an attack roll.
yeah, what Alex is saying is that the range of that, you don't actually have to go right up front of them. It has a range of 30 feet.
Okay,
you
so
were
I can.
here, so you could have just stayed there and did it.
Oh, okay, I can just stay there. All right.
Okay.
And a 19's pretty good.
A 19 does hit, so roll the damage for me. So just click the name Dragon Breath. There we go. So
That's really
that actually does double damage. You hear the screech of this plant as it starts to catch fire.
Please do the street.
And there's my new alarm.
That's really good. Good job, guys.
Yeah, that's
one hell of a-
legitimately really good.
one
But
hell of a fucking turn.
I want to know how you do this. So tell me, how does Hanako like breathe fire at this creature? What happens?
So she kind of like clears her throat and just like tries to like dust off her dress, and then like suddenly, a sudden like amount of rage comes through her body. Her eyes glow gold, and she starts to breathe fire out of her mouth at this creature.
Yeah, and it's set ablaze as well, and it's burning. It's burning.
All of them?
Yeah, but that's a really strong turn. That thing's not long for this world. But
You're only going to get better, too, as you get levels. Barbarian scale's so good. It's so juicy.
it is now the Awakened Tree's turn. That is seeing that its friends are getting hurt and doesn't like that its friends are getting hurt. But now it is going to look in front of it and see Sakar, and is going to try to give Sakar the good old wacky smacky. Does a 23 hit?
With this trainus.
You know, it just about does.
What is Trina?
Take 17
Holy
damage.
Now might be a good time for me to do a thing.
Holy shit, that tree has really slapped you across the face.
So,
Oh,
That
God.
tree called you a bitch and your mama a bitch.
That tree looked at Sakar and said, it smelled like bitch in here.
Oh, okay, what's this? So, Protective Field. When you are a creature you can see within 30 feet takes you damage, you can use a reaction to expend one psionic die. Roll the dice and reduce the number taken. So, roll me your psionic die. I believe it's a d6, isn't it?
it is a d6 plus my intelligence.
Yep. So, roll that for us.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
That's pretty big.
That's pretty big, so only takes 7 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's good.
As
that's
the
good.
treeness slaps you across the face.
And says, it smelled like bitch in here.
And it says, "You ever seen Evil
Oh
Dead?"
no, it's true. Some trees are sticky. Oh,
That's called sap. That's just sap.
The tree
Yeah.
looks you dead in the eyes and says, "I'm about to do an Evil Dead on you, boy."
Laura's
Oh,
harassing in
no.
a relationship.
I'm not.
She wishes I was a tree.
No, I said I wish I had a big girthy branch to whack me.
did you say Carl wishes you were a tree?
Yeah.
Don't stop asking questions you don't want to know.
Sakar, it is your turn. This tree has just dick slapped you. You gonna take that?
Yeah.
Next turn.
He just skips his turn.
He prones himself.
He just falls over orgasmically.
I can't assume the position.
You see Sakar
presents
lay
the
down
booty
on
hole.
get down to his knees and go,
He's gonna get impregnated just like Debbie.
Oh
Gosh.
no! A sap baby.
I am gonna swing it. I draw my long sword.
Yeah, I bet you do.
But it's a long sword now. That just hits. That just hits.
Sometimes just hits is all you need.
And that doesn't do as much damage as you think it would.
Hmm. It does enough.
Is
I can't-
there-
I'm covering up part of its health bar.
I'll tell you what. I'll put its health bar below so that you can see. Or I'll put top overlapping. There you go.
Hmm.
That
Okay.
works.
Do I spend another psionic die?
That's a good question. Do you?
Because I can do more.
You can.
The dog can see.
It is a rabbit.
That's right.
I don't even know what that was.
It sounded like a Ren and Stimpy character.
So will you spend the die?
Right, who goes?
It's the shrub's turns next.
You know what? I am gonna spend an extra die for psionic strike.
Oh, once on each turn immediately after you hit a target for feet. Within deal damage to a weapon, you can spend a psionic dice rolling it and dealing force damage. So roll me that force damage die. That's big. That's big.
Max damage.
That's
That's just max damage.
that's
Does that shrink the
girthy.
die?
And
Does
that is just part of the attack action.
Wait, does that shrink the die?
Yes. Does that
No.
shrink the die? Because it's a D6.
No, mine do not shrink.
I
They
think
do not.
that's just for wild talent that it.
That
Because
makes
it's
Yeah.
a V.
That makes sense.
But yes, you do a mighty whacking to that tree.
And then I'm gonna spend my bonus action to get one of my psionic die back,
That's good.
which is a thing I can just do.
You can. Psionics. It is
Yeah,
now.
if you're a Psi fighter, they before it was official, they used to grow and shrink depending on if you critted or crit failed. Now you just have a set number.
Yeah, they edited that out at some point before the final draft.
Yeah.
Oh, that's boring.
Shrubs, what are you doing?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. It's the shrub's turns. Go on, Kara. You're gonna say something?
I just say I agree with Tara that it is boring. I actually liked the idea of you having an ability that grew or decreased depending on how you rolled.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool feature.
I guess it's too interesting for 5e.
Yeah. But
Shots fired.
that being said, more shrubs around you have begun to awaken, and this one's gonna go over here.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
This shrub's gonna go over here. Actually, it's gonna go there. And then this little shrub here is gonna go all the way up there.
And this shrub's gonna try and do the bad punch.
Yeah, it's gonna shrub its way over there. It's gonna shrub you up.
Oh no. Oh no.
And this,
I don't like being shrubbed.
this
Yeah,
shrub,
Tara wants to get treed.
Oh,
She doesn't get
excuse me.
treed, she doesn't want to get shrubbed.
Yeah,
That-
shrubs
That
aren't.
did not happen in my turn.
that's okay. That shrub has made its way over as well. So, two shrubs are attacking that poor mercenary there. So let's do
Go fuck that guy. He walked into a fucking Venus flytrap. He deserves death.
one of those hit him, and that does 3 slashing damage.
2 shrubs!
2 shrubs. Yo, 2 shrubs in the house.
One of those shrubs is going to attack Balara. So, go shrub, go. Does a 16 hit you, Balara?
You bet your
2
bottom
shrubs
it
sounds
does.
like a rapper.
It
That
does.
would be in rolls.
I would love to be a rapper called 2 Shrubs. So that is 3 slashing damage done to Balara, and then
Oh god, that's a quarter of my health.
oh no, the next shrub is gonna go for Hydra.
Guess what? I use a reaction
Oh,
to do this. My AC is now 22, and he misses.
he misses. But you have used
Oh,
your
as
reaction.
a result, I entered trance 6, which
The
is trance 2.
next
and I would put
one is gonna go for the other guy up there. And yeah, sure enough, that does hit. And that's 3 slashing. These shrubs are consistent in their amount of damage. Right.
They reproduce so much.
It just hurts me to see how much that hurt Tara.
Right, yeah. But it is her turn, so...
Tara, fuck this guy up.
Fuck that shrub up.
Alright. It's time.
It's time.
Hey, cue Naruto music.
Which one?
Yeah, all of it. I don't know.
Don't you
Naruto
mean
music.
Boruto's
I've never
dad?
seen Naruto, so I'm just gonna play Avatar music instead.
Yeah, I mean
I'll
Boruto's dad. Boruto's dad Shippuden.
I'll boost
Yeah.
this. Oh, wait, no, I know. I will see you a Naruto and raise you a Hunter x Hunter. There we go.
Oh,
That's fine.
alright. Yeah, that works. That works. I haven't
Is
seen
this Kingdom?
Hunter
Is this the
yet,
Kingdom
though.
of Predators?
Yes, this is Kingdom of Predators.
Good. Good.
Isn't this a meme? Am I wrong? Okay.
It is a meme, but it's a good song.
Oh shit! I can't do that.
You can murder him.
Oh,
You can
that
shoot him.
requires more setup than I remembered
You could
because
just
I
shoot
made
him.
this class so long ago.
You can just
but-
pull out your gun.
I can just shoot. You're right.
You just
But
pull
I
out
had
your
something much more elaborate and planned. But no, I'll just shoot.
Shoot that poor shrub.
gun.
I fucked up my first that's crit.
Oh, that's a crit! Kill the shrub!
That shrub
You
dies,
dare
right?
lay a hand on me?
Ooh.
That
That's
is one
terrible.
massively dead shrub! That shrub is gone to shrub hell.
Revenge.
All right.
Revenge of the
Uh,
Shrubs.
and then I would look to God. What's your character's name? Hydra.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you told me to get in there. Do you think this is an escort mission? I'm here to hunt too. And then my robot would punch a tree.
Go walk with him. Fist that tree.
Fist the tree! That hits the tree! Fist the tree! That kills the tree!
Yeah.
You punch right through the bark! The tree is dead!
You punched it right in the treeness.
Not the tree!
it off. My mech ripped it off.
Your mech rips off its acorns.
When your robot ends up punching in the tree neck.
Ow.
Big robot waifu.
The
That is-
orphan. So
Do you
we
like
finally worked out who would win in a fight: an orphan or a tree.
Orphan always wins.
That was a very good debate to get settled. I'm glad we did.
Is there anything else you would like to do, though, or is that all?
That's it.
Okay, it is now the man trap's turns. So this one is going to attempt to attack the mercenary in front of it, and that definitely hits.
Yeah, get fucked.
Yep. So this does 4d. So now basically, that man is engulfed inside it. So you know, here's your vor porn that you wanted from me, Jon. I know you requested it, so here it is.
Jonathan, why would you do that?
What happens is that Venus flytrap opens up its mouth and just swallows him whole. It now has total cover, is blinded and restrained, and takes 14 damage at the start of each of the target's turns. If the man trap dies, the creature inside is no longer restrained. It can only do this to one person at a time. So, Carla,
You stop.
you ready to get bored?
Yeah, I want to see this happen.
Carla, you have
On
been
the
bored.
Monkey Bingo,
Wait,
Ward was not
what
one of
is?
them.
Oh,
There is no
Okay.
save if it hits your grapple.
Yeah. You are now restrained and blind as this fly trap opens up its mouth as large as it could and swallows an elephant whole. Nature, you scary.
Damn, nature.
You scary. Right.
This Hunter x Hunter music is pretty fitting as people get eaten by
It
trees.
really is. So,
I say we just go home now.
Orphans.
but it is the poor Iron Blood Merc's turns. So I'm going to roll the 4d6 for that one that's in there.
Is he just dead? Does
I'm
he
go-
just die outright?
Let's see. Yeah, he is dead. That man's dead.
Does they dead?
It spits out his bones onto the floor.
They're delicious.
Yeah.
If Ash were in the game, Ash would collect the bones. But anyway, that's a different game.
That's a different game. This character's going to move back because he knows that the fly trap can't get him. And he's going to try to open fire on the fly trap, hoping not to hit the elephant inside. Does that hit? Yes, it does. It does 3. He's trying to get you out, Carl. He's trying. The other guy... That shouldn't have moved. The other guy sees what's going on, and he's going to try to come over and help. So he's going to move 30 feet.
You get attacked by a shrub.
Trip over and die. Yeah, he's going to attack of opportunity from the shrub. So,
The
come
shrub
on,
crit?
shrub.
Please crit.
Come on, shrub. No, it misses. God damn
I'll
it.
say if the shrub crit, that'd be hilarious.
If the shrub crit, that would actually be hilarious. But he's going to try to open fire on the fly trap, and he misses completely. Hydra, it is your turn. There's a shrub next to you.
Hydra has now that he's entered stage 2 of trance, let me just pop this in the chat to show just how tanky my boy can get.
My boy.
My boy.
My boy.
You need to roll your trance check.
I do need to roll my trance check to see if I
Yes.
maintain it or if I continue to stack it. It should be a DC 11.
Something
So-
I'm pretty sure I've forgotten to do on Tox a couple of
Yes.
times.
That's okay. Like,
I
I'm not gonna...
passed that shit. So, I'm in this shit. I've struck in another pose and say, tell the shrub, this dead ass at the shrub to say, Dance of Gnosis step 2 or second step is what it would be. Also, here's what I get at 6 to 10. Anytime I successfully land an attack, I gain 5 additional movement speed on top of having 60 speed already, and my AC goes up by 1 for each point of intensity over 5. So I'm at 18 AC currently. So this shrub, fucked.
You do, in fact, fuck up that shrub. That shrub is dead.
Get fucked. Get fucked. That means because I was concentrated assault, my trance goes up to 7. God, I'm stacking this faster than any other trance. I will literally dance my way over. I can just waste movement speed here.
Dance away, boy. Dance
Which I
away.
do. I'll just dance all the way around, just wasted movement as the military person.
I like to imagine you fucking Dark Souls roll.
Dark Souls. As I'm dancing around like an idiot, I look at Valar and say, "You misunderstand. I'm assuming because of your powers you were ranged. In the thick of it would not have been for the best." And then I would have. Then I will use some more extra attacks on this shit. My AC's a 19. Fuck. 17 hit.
17 does hit, yeah.
The man eater, good. That's minimum damage.
But that's slashing, right? Oh, no, it's the tree that gets half all slashing. So there we go.
My trance goes up to 8, which means my AC is now a 20, and then I do it again.
That hit.
That's another minimum damage.
And it's still alive.
And my AC is now a 21. God damn it. And I have more movement speed. Fuck! I'll dance. I'll do another
Wait. Come over here, fucker.
Roll
can't
me a performance check for all your dancing. I want to see how good your dancing is.
That's okay.
It's alright. You're not impressing anyone, but you're not doing bad either.
It's just going through the movements.
Yeah, he's just going for the movements.
Kelty claps.
Right.
Going through emotions
It is
Motions.
has meaning anymore.
Hera's turn. Hera is going to use the fact that they can get up for free because of lying in wait, and is going to shout out relocating to you, and is going to make her way.
Yeah, what did the tree see as it died for you, Tara? Because you see through its eyes.
It saw its acorns growing up without a father.
Well, not
And
anymore.
also, I guess as written, I feel what they feel, so I felt its death.
You felt the sadness of nature. That's profound. Then she is going to spend her action to reload her rifle. Right. Kelty, it is your turn. You noticed that the
Yeah.
elephant got engulfed by that one.
Let
Yeah,
the elephant get digested. Do it.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, no!
I will firebolt the man trap with the
Ah.
elephant in it.
You sound like you really hate that you're doing this. Right, firebolt away.
She
please.
hates helping me.
I hate helping.
Just get in that one then.
Yeah, just miss. You missed.
There, I missed.
Yeah, you missed.
Jesus Christ!
You legitimately missed. That's lower than its AC. So the game sensed that you didn't actually want to help. Is there anything else you want to do?
Threw a firebolt at the ground and went, well, I tried.
What do I want to do? No, I'm not wasting my spell slots.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, you're
I
wasting.
get so
your
few
cantrip.
of them.
You're not wrong. You are a sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
That's
Wah,
fine.
wah, wah.
Wow.
Hear me out. Have you tried punching someone?
Well, she can't pump.
Have you tried just playing a wizard?
Have you tried playing a fighter?
Have you tried
Have you
playing a
considered-
Psy Mage?
Have you considered sharpshooter battle?
Wait. Tara, was there anything else you wanted to
That
do with
evil
your
here.
turn?
So, Kara, yeah, is there anything you want to do with your turn, or is that it?
That's it.
Right. Carla, it is your turn. You are restrained, and you're
Hold on,
blinded.
I got a question.
Yes.
How exactly am I restrained?
So you're inside its stomach, and its intestines is wrapping around you.
Okay. Can I still use my trunk?
Well, the way it says, a restrained creature speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So you're at
Control the
disadvantage for
blind.
any attacks, but you're also blinded. So what does
Which
that
means attack your disadvantage anyway, and attack that you are at advantage.
Yeah.
Do note that you also take 14 acid damage.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, no,
14.
not 14. Thank you for reminding me. You take 15 acid damage. As its intestinal juices flow over you.
Yum.
Delicious.
Ah, chef's kiss.
Mwah. It's a spiky elephant.
Anyway.
So yes, but you've taken the damage. So yeah, so you can actually still attack, but you're at disadvantage to attack it.
Okay.
But you know, I believe you did your insight check on it, so if you hit, it doesn't actually matter because you can't sneak attack on
Even though,
with disadvantage.
I
even
wouldn't be
though,
able to use my insight check right now. Oh no, I would get it. I would get advantage. Oh no, I'd get like extra damage. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it, honey. Yeah, I'm gonna try the trunk.
To do.
To do an attack.
Okay, try an attack then.
What do
you
I
attacking
roll
with the-
for trunk?
Well, okay. What are you attacking with?
Trunk.
Then that's just an unarmed attack.
Yeah, what would I do for that?
So that's
Just with strength.
Yeah, just strength.
Strength?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
then I'll
at
roll
disadvantage. So roll it
Yeah,
twice, and we'll take the lowest. Well, the 3 misses. So you try to
Yep.
strike out with your trunk on the inside, and sadly you miss. However, is it Hanako to the rescue?
Yeah.
Do you have any bonus actions that you want to do beforehand, Carla? Do you want to?
That's what I'm thinking about real quick.
Disengage.
Technically,
That doesn't work, but that's fine.
I know, it's a joke, Caitlin.
I know, sweetie, but I'm trying to finish my turn so that other people can go.
whatever.
Okay, never mind. Just go, Sky.
Okie dokie. Let us see.
You can
I am going to pull out my hammer that is bigger than the size of my head.
Mhm.
And it's also
I am going to send it, hopefully not at Carla, but try and make sure that it hits the creature holding her.
So you can't
Yeah.
actually throw it. You can run
Yeah,
up
I was
and
gonna
hit
say,
it,
yeah, just go up and
but
hit.
you can't actually throw it, I'm afraid. Because
Can't really
Alright.
because the goal means to in the thing's stomach.
Okay, so I would have to move up to do it.
But
Yes.
but you could totally get up there, no problem.
Your hammer is also on fire.
Yes.
Alright.
But you could also, so in this case, you could reckless attack for almost no issue.
Yeah, you should reckless attack on this one.
Okay.
So what that means is,
Oh, holy shit, I have really bad pain in my stomach. Hold
do you
on.
want to go and grab a thing?
I'll get it.
Okay, so you now attack at advantage. If you look, you should have something under Dragon Breath. There's Warhammer Raging, and then Warhammer Raging two-handed. So, do you want to hit it with holding it in one hand or in two hands?
Let's go with one hand.
Okay, so that's yeah, and they'll roll damage because that most definitely hits.
You need to roll
And
it.
you murder it. You murder the shit out of that fly trap, and out of its stomach, well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, it's a baby elephant.
This ain't no baby.
It's beautiful.
Carla, get
Oh
that.
my god, it's beautiful.
Anyway, yeah, okay.
So you have freed Carla. Carla, you are free now. You're no longer blind. You're no longer restrained. You're sticky, but it's okay.
This is just a Friday night for Carla.
That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Gross.
Sky, is there anything?
The
there
humor has left
anything-
Caitlin.
Is there anything else
I
you
mean,
want
I
to do,
definitely
Sky?
made no sense.
I do not think so.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to go grab a pain pill, Sky, by all means, please do.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God.
Right. So Carlo, it is your turn. You know that there is still a Venus flytrap over here, and that there are still some shrubbery causing problems.
Yeah. There's one nearby. I'm gonna help out this guy. So take a step back to that shrub and start swinging.
Swing away. You missed the shrub. I'm real happy with that. I'm
This thing
afraid
is-
you missed the shrub.
This thing is not worth me spending any more of my abilities on it.
I want to show you its health bar as well, because it does, like, I just realized that I haven't put the health bar on it. So I'm going to show you the health bar.
You've decided you're too good to hit it.
You're too good for this shrub. It deserves a
Great
warning
shrub.
shot.
That's a brave shrub if I've ever seen one.
That shrub is looking at you saying, I didn't hear no bell.
I see we're going for the Frere tactics now.
You know what?
It's never over for Frere.
I took some damage. I'm gonna second wind.
Oh, okay.
I get that back on a short rest anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 4 health for you, buddy.
Feels bad. Could felt worse though.
Good for worse.
That's it.
Okie
That's
doke.
me.
It is now the awakened shrub's turn. Fear the shrubs. So this
These shrubs
shrub,
shoot your Hydra.
that
Hydra
shrub's
near
gonna
you.
go over there. And that shrub is gonna go down there.
Hmm.
And then the 1 health shrub's gonna stay up there to fight Sakar. So let's go with the 1 health shrub first. The one we're all actually rooting for. Damn it. Poor.
Oh wait, check real quick. No.
No. Okay, thank you for checking that. Right. This first one is against Hydra. So that massively misses.
Which means my chance goes up to 10.
Yes. This next one, however, is against Balara. And that also misses. Balara, it is your turn.
Alright. I'll respond to Hydra and say, I like being in the thick of it.
That's
And
what she said.
I shoot a bush.
Shoot a bush. Which bush are you shooting?
Does it
that
matter?
one.
Yeah, you shoot that bush. You hit that bush. Roll damage for that bush. You kill that bush. That bush is dead.
Orthon punches the other one.
Oh,
That you crit that bush is fucking dead.
I like to imagine that Orphan just crushes it with her foot.
It's fucking dead, is what it is.
Yeah.
It is now the man trap's turn that uses its 5 feet of movement to move 1 step forward, and is now going to attempt to swallow up Balara.
Oh,
Does a 21 swallow Balara?
Yeah. Shit.
Man, the Vor fans are really getting it tonight, aren't they?
but
Balara is
Jonathan's all excited.
Balara is picked up by its big mouth and is swallowed. Hydra, you see this? We're gonna have to tag this episode a lot of stuff. But that is
This
it.
one's also demonetized.
probably.
Our
You almost lost your hat.
monetized.
None of them were monetized.
No, but one of them was specifically demonetized.
Yeah.
Which cracks me up.
So these are all gonna go at the. Shouldn't have been a disadvantage, but I'll count that. These are all gonna go at the last man trap. So I think only one of those hits. No, 2 of them hit. So the first one does 5, and the second one does 8. That's 13. That actually does just do enough to kill it. So as quickly as you are swallowed by it, you're quickly spat back out. And Hydra, it is your turn.
Oh, good. I have to make an acrobatics check of 17.
Yep. You
I
fail.
dropped trance. Yeah, I dropped trance. So I dropped back down, stayed so close. We almost got to the hilarious part.
We did almost.
But that's still 30 feet of fucking movement.
Yep.
You were so close to greatness.
I was so close to greatness. You don't understand. I can't wait.
I hope you
Okay.
miss against the hero bush.
I hope so too. But
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Well,
So first to this thing, I will look at it. Did the 21 hit it?
Yes, it sadly does.
Okay, so I'm not going to give this thing a chance to die. That's a miss. That's a hit. I'm just slashing.
It had 1 health, dude.
I needed to kill it.
It had, let the bush die. It had 1
No.
health.
Hydra made a salad.
Yeah, I've turned it into a salad.
But that is your first combat. Congratulations. You fought shrubbery.
We did it.
You did do it.
Hydra would then rush over and offer his hand to help Balara up.
She would look at it very
And spit
confused,
at him.
and then get up on her own.
I just like, just kind of shrugs. I was like, suit yourself.
Right.
I don't know what that gesture
Um,
means.
Heard it was just a common courtesy thing to do for people that have fallen down.
To point at them?
To help them stand back up.
How does gesturing towards me help me get up?
Offer a hand.
As this awkwardness happens, Hera and the remaining Iron Blood nameless mercs go over towards one of their individuals that is dead and start to regather his bones.
Carla will help them.
No, it's all right. We've got this. She then starts speaking in Irulan. If anyone knows Irulan, you hear what she says.
I chose not to take that language.
She is just telling members of the group to take bones so that they can remember that they're fallen and that they will put them with the rest later on. Is there anything anyone would like to do after this victory?
I asked Carla if she's okay. I have to imagine being swallowed by a plant cannot be the most pleasant experience.
And she'll go, "Oh my god, you just reminded me. Thank you, dear." And go over to the plant, and she's gonna try to see if she can take a sample of it.
Okay, roll me either. That's a good question. So I would like you to roll me. You can roll me either a medicine, or you can roll me a nature or a survival. So medicine, nature, or survival. Those are all the three you could choose from.
I'll go medicine.
Roll me a medicine. Yes. So you, what are you using to pick this up? How are you collecting this?
She's using her trunk to lift it up.
Mm-hmm.
So that way she can steady it very well and get a good chunk of it off, like the top fly trap and such.
Okay. Roll me a dex save, please.
Dex save. See how this goes.
Yep. You take a certain amount of damage. You take 4 acid damage as you're trying to pick up this creature that's stomach saliva is acidic. Some of it drips out from its intestines, and you try to move out of the way, but it hits like a part of your foot or your trunk and just burns ever so slightly.
She'll wince a little bit, but she'll continue on.
So what are you trying to collect? What exactly part of this do you want?
She wants a good sample of it. What looks like would be a good thing to sample.
I mean, you would instantly know with medicine check like that the acidic intestinal juices is something you would want, but what do you have to collect it in? You don't have any beakers, any vials, anything that you could collect it in. You would think maybe taking one of the prongs from its mouth might be a good one.
Yeah. Let me actually look at inventory. What is in Engineer's pack? Would she be able to use her water skin to get a sample of the poison, the acid?
You could put some of the acid, drip it into your water skin.
Okay.
But then what that will do is that will dilute the acid, so it won't be acidic, so it won't burn. But it will render your water skin water undrinkable.
Yeah, but it would be good to get a sample from, or should I just pour out the water?
Well, if you pour out the water, the acid will burn through the water skin.
Oh, that's true.
But
it would still be usable as a sample, right?
Yes, it'll be usable as a sample, but you will have no water.
I'm sure somebody would let her take a drink of their water, right, guys?
That's up to them if they decide to share water or not. I'm just saying that...
I know, I'm asking them.
Yeah.
Well, we won't know until the time comes.
Would anyone realistically choose to share if someone needed water?
Healthy would.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because she'll say that out loud and she'll thank them for that, and then she'll put some of the acid in there and take what she could get and put it in her bag in a safe spot. She'll be like, "Thank you for reminding me. Ren's going to love these samples."
So what I want you to do now is just on your equipment, just put that your water skin has some acidic stomach acids. Yes, if you would like to do that, Tara, by all means, make me a survival check, and I will tell you how. It's relatively not easy to find water. There are very few streams. There are very few big lakes. That's all you can get because that was a bit of a low roll, sadly.
And then I also got like some of the needles or whatever.
You can take one of the needle mouth.
Needle mouth.
Yeah.
And she'll take that and put her in a bag.
Yeah. Hera Hera would then look towards the sky and see that it is starting to get dark, and would suggest to you all, there's a small bit of space just ahead of us between some old ruins. I would suggest we head down there now and start to set up camp. I want to try and get some lights out before dark hits.
Before we move, give me 1 second, and she's going to use a bonus action, even though we're not in things, to see if she can spot any hidden creatures or objects that might be dangerous.
Well, you don't need to use a bonus action, Jack. I would let you just use a perception.
Yeah, yeah. I just called it bonus action for one.
No, that's okay. Just roll me a perception check, and I'll. Ooh, no.
No,
well,
I don't notice anything.
Well, hold on. Let me roll some stuff on this end, and then because if they roll then bad enough.
You managed to roll so badly, you're blind.
So
You actually get to be
Not,
in your eyes.
not quite, but yeah.
almost. Let me just check something. Oh no, I don't want crew. I want toggle. That's why. Okay, that's why it was done. Let me do this, and then that would be that. One roll. Damn it, why are you not rolling? Oh, it nat one. So
Sure.
you see the, while it doesn't look like you very specifically see that there's another awakened tree over there, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything. It definitely looks very much like the tree that's next that you killed, but it doesn't seem to be hostile at the moment. It just seems to be standing
Yeah,
there.
Carla's gonna call out and point out there is another one of those trees over there. We should be cautious and not go near it.
Hydra will respond with, "Of course, there's another one of those trees there."
I'm glad you saw it too, dear. Remember to call things out like that so we don't just run into them and get surprised.
Or we could kill it to ensure that it's not here for any future travels.
We could kill it because we don't know what set these off the first time.
Oh no, that was easy. It was you got too close.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Because
But
most
who-
of these
who's to-
things didn't act until someone got too close.
But who's to deem what too close is to each individual shrub or tree?
If you wish to kill it, my dear, go ahead, but it's not bothering us, so I don't intend to bother it just yet.
It's not bothering us, but it could bother someone in the future. That's warrant enough for me to want to kill it.
It's
Go
up
ahead,
to
then.
you. If you want to try to take it on, do so. But I would rather you do it without me and the rest of the mercs. We're gonna start setting up camp. Someone has to before it starts getting dark. But by all means, if you wish to go and bring it down, you can do so.
If you like, I'll go ahead and start dinner for all of us.
Mm.
Oh,
Now that
be
we're-
lovely. Thank you.
Now we're out more in the open, I would like to cast guidance on myself and do perception to see in the clearing if there's anything else that you should be on the lookout for.
Roll me. So put in guidance, please.
Guidance. Oh, there it is.
As you do guidance, you are taken back to a point in your life where you went to a place you shouldn't have went, and you hear the psionic whispers of something calling out to you.
Ominous.
Yes.
Yes. And I do nothing for the duration. My eyes darken and the energy emanates from them, but I am literally just standing there lost in the voice.
Would Carla be able to notice this, or no?
Well, as I said last week, the energy that emanates from the eyes is very noticeable.
Yeah. Well, okay. So do me a favor. You said that you were going to concentrate on cooking for everyone.
Yeah,
So what to do is roll me a perception check.
that's why I was asking.
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Sure
And I will
thing.
determine whether or not you can see it, just because you said, I'm going to say no because I think you're a mum and you're cooking for a group of people. So you're not going to be thinking about your surroundings. You're going to be putting you're going to be setting up a little fire. You're going to be putting a pot on in that, like, in some area. You're going to be focusing on dinner. You're not going to worry about someone's weird glowing eyes.
By the way, would I be able to tell if there's anything like in this area that would be like safe to eat?
That would be a
Probably.
nature check.
Okay. I will
But,
give it.
so Kara, you wanted to do a perception check, so roll me that perception.
I'll let
and
Kara go
Add
first.
your
too.
D4.
Okay.
Are you just... Oh.
Holy
Oh.
shit!
You ain't getting nothing.
You just
I'm-
see a dark... You see a dark void whispering out to you. That's what you see. You see grass. Grass is technically edible, Carla.
That's true.
I figured I'd give it a shot, and basically, Carla's just taking out her utensils and
I
up
figured
a
Carla
storm.
would be creative enough as a mom of 74 to be able to spice up rations.
yeah, she's able to spice up rations, but she also always looks for like local forage and stuff like that, just to see if there's something else that can be added instead of using what they've got. Maybe add to what they've got. You know what I mean?
Thankfully, we
Yeah.
have many options here: grass and dirt.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, Hydra, because of where you are, roll me a perception check, please.
Cool. I can do that.
Dirt is the same thing as salt and pepper.
So you can see that it's not active, however, you are right in front of another awakened tree.
Yeah,
Hydra will just stare at the tree and will begin drawing it.
You're drawing it. Yeah, so it's not made anything. It's not made any hostile attacks at you. It's not attempted to hit you. It's not attempted to strike you. But when you're that close and you're paying attention, you can see that it is unlike other trees. It is like the tree that you brought down, but it's making no hostile attempts towards you. But if you want to draw it, by all means, draw it. Do you have any calligrapher's tools, or?
No, I just imagine it's his pen in his book that he gets
Yeah,
from his.
That's
scholars
fine.
club.
That's fine. It won't be like a very grandiose kind of calligraphy drawing. It
Oh,
will just be
I
a
imagine
sketch.
it wasn't. I imagine it's a tree with legs.
So you would see, while people are be right backing, you would see that Hera is starting to give some basic orders out to the mercs, and the mercs seem to be setting up lights in. There's a. I'm going to put them with these shrubs just to mark them. There's a light over there. There's a light down here, and then there's another light put down there. So you see that there are lanterns set that emanate a bluish, like a bluish teal green kind of hue that comes out from them. As you notice, the sun is already setting. They then start to set up a series of tents that for you can all sleep in. Hera is kind of giving them the orders to do this. And then as she's doing it, she looks at Sakar and says, "Are you going to kill that tree then? Or are you going to stand around? Or are you just going to stand there?"
I don't see much point in attacking the tree if it's not going to bother us. I can assist with setting up this camp if you
Right.
need it, if you need the help.
Yes, what I want you to do, she gestures to the merc next to him, just help this guy put up some tents, just so we can have a place to sleep for the night. I'm pretty sure Carla's working on cooking, so that's something.
She said be right back, so never mind. I was gonna call out to Hanako.
I
Carlos just
go to helping set up tents with this guy whose name I don't care enough to ask for.
My name's
Um,
Alan.
Did you what would you say about that I DM'd you?
Yes,
Helena?
yeah, I'll let you be able to do that when you get to a point where there is an individual that you can buy stuff
I'm
from.
back in the surveyor's town.
Okay, yeah, go on. I would have said you'd maybe bought it before going out or something.
Okay. I think supplies are 20 gold.
Yes. Yes.
They're usually between 20 and 30, depending on which one specifically.
Brewer's supplies, because my boy brews teas.
Is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Carla is going to call out to Hydra and be like, Hydra, dear, would you mind getting a sketch of that Venus flytrap monster?
Oh, so making sure I have brewer's supplies. Oh, there it is. There you go. It popped up. A Hydra is kind of lost in thought as he draws this. But with after a short time, I imagine after he gets most of what his concept is of this tree down, I would probably turn and say, "If we find a living one, I will."
All right, I appreciate that. Ben would love to have a drawing of it, I'm sure. I can't take the whole thing with me.
Dead ones are valuable for their resources, but you don't get to appreciate all that they're capable of,
True.
what their bodies can do, unless they're alive.
I will say by this point, Carla's probably done cooking.
Right, so as you can see, there are some spheres of light are going to pop up around you. These are areas that are fully lit via the torches, and I'll even set up another one in the other corner for you.
Spooks the fucking tree.
Terrifies the tree for it to fucking murder you.
Yeah, the tree loses its mind and runs away. It's scared of the light.
There we go. So, as darkness settles in, those areas are fully lit. Anywhere just beyond them is dimly lit. So your kind of entire base of operations is dimly lit. I'm going to just go and run and use the restroom because we're waiting on people to come back anyway.
Yeah, I'll run real quick too.
Yeah, if anyone wants to go to a quick restroom break, because when we come back up, we're gonna pick off with roleplay of the people kind of doing camp stuff. Sky,
Okay.
all you've missed is that we're setting up camp. Carla's making food. There are a series of lights that have been put up around the camp to make sure that everything's good. The entire camp is dimly lit, but areas with those big circles is really bright lights. I've said everyone, because people will be right backing, I said if anyone wants to go and use the restroom and that, now's the time. And then when everyone's back, we're going to convene and we're going to do some roleplay stuff. I'm going to run and use the restroom, so I will be right back myself. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
No.
Who knows?
Hello. It's just me. It's just me and Kara. Never mind. Just me.
I am also here. I just wanted to mute so someone would say something dumb.
I mean, I only say dumb things at the start of recordings because that's just what I do.
Press X to doubt.
Since I think we're still recording, listen to our one fan out there. I think your name is Yanni Janssen.
It's not, but go off.
To our one fan out there, what I need you to do is if you've made it this far in the video, I need you to tag Helena in some with some Facebook porn or some shit, and just be like, "This is just that session," and just make it like really stupid, like really just not. It's the kind of porn that's so bad that it's funny.
What?
Just do that for me. Because I know she doesn't watch this shit back, so I know they'll never find out that it was me. Don't implicate me here either. Say it was like Caitlin or something. Now the plan is to wait. I'm still waiting for Devin to just. Devin promised me he was gonna throw up hentai at a timestamp way back when. Never did. But you know.
What if he only did it for like a quarter of a frame, like in Fight Club?
Yeah, exactly.
You just didn't notice yet.
I mean, I could easily get this video demonetized too by just saying the name of a region of the world.
Now everyone's back, and we've heard the stories of hate that happen in America, because America is full of hate, apparently.
Hi, I am darker skinned than white, I guess. Therefore, hate me, please.
I already do.
That's the
Thank
rule
you.
of America.
That's the rule. Yes,
so-
you know the rules, and so do I.
We're no strangers to love, Alex, or hate. Right, so you guys are now you now have free time. I will say get at the very least a short rest. So you regain anything that you used up, that you get back on a short rest. You can use hit dice if you want to get some health back. Those of you who have taken the damage.
Aren't we going to sleep after this?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe.
but you don't know if something could happen in between then.
I mean, we are surrounded by active
True.
treatises.
I've got to fucking use.
So, oh god, there's a lot that I sent a fucking list to Helena about Hydra's rigid schedule.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
Shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kelty, while not in the dark place, is still just kind of lost in thought.
Good.
Carla's finished up cooking, so she's gonna call everyone over.
Hydra will make an announcement to the group and see who has perhaps a strategy and/or puzzle game to play.
Eat your food first, dear, and then we can play a game.
Sakar has a deck of cards.
No chess. The intelligent man's game. Okay. Cards it is.
Laura will specifically not go over to eat food and instead take one of her own rations.
Ooh.
We'll go over here to Sakar and say, if you have a deck of cards, would you like to play a couple of hands?
After we eat, he's going to take the free meal.
Interesting. Right,
Hydra
so
has not consumed any food yet, though. He will not eat specifically.
you
right
will see that there are 3 squares. Those squares are your tents. Each tent fits 4 people. After you have eaten, you need to decide who's staying in what tent.
Clearly, Sakar and Hydra are in the same tent, so they can spend all night playing cards.
I thought you were going to say spoon.
Oh, that too.
Well,
See where the night takes them.
See who
It starts
loses
with a deck of
cards.
cards, then it ends with a deck of mini discs.
Instead of having the soldiers come over, Carla's gonna bring them their food, especially the injured one, and go, "Here you go, dear."
Oh, you mean Alan?
Yeah, Alan. Cause I didn't know. Did she hear the name or no?
Yeah, everyone has.
Okay, I was making sure. Alan, dear, here's your food.
He gives you a nod and he pulls up like the bottom of his mask and just starts to shovel it up into his mouth with his hand because he's very hungry.
Yeah. Don't choke on it, dear. Do you need me to look you Do you need me to look you over and see if I can help patch you up any?
He just shakes his head. Too
Alright.
busy stuffing his face, really.
That's fair.
I'm glad you at least like it, hopefully.
He gives you a nod.
She'll take this gentleman his food and ask, "What's your name, dear?"
Alan.
Alan. They're all Alan now.
Alan 1, Alan 2, and Alan 3.
No, his name.
No, they're
no,
just spelled differently.
No, I'm gonna tell you his name.
Yeah, see? Tara got it.
No, here you go. Here's his name. His name is Balin.
Alan?
Alan.
Okay, here you go,
And the
Balin.
third one is
Hopefully you
Callan.
like it. Hopefully you like it.
Yeah.
And then she'll take the food to the last one and ask his name.
His name's Dan.
And she'll go, "Here you go, Dan."
They all seem to speak to you back in Elvish. Do you understand Elvish?
No.
I need you to understand what they're saying.
That's fine.
Do you not have any elven kids?
She has elven kids, but she never learned the language.
It was a confusing first couple of years with each kid.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, most of the kids spoke common.
Just imagine raising a kid, not allowing them to know their heritage.
It's not.
That's bad. That's bad. That's bad as be bad. No, don't do that.
Anyway, Kara.
So you hand out the meals to all of them. So I believe the only person not taking the meal was Balara.
I
And
wouldn't be
Hydra.
Oh, and Hydra. Hydra wouldn't take the meal. Okay.
Kelty
She-
didn't take it either because they're still lost in thought.
That's
Okay.
She'll hand some to Hera too.
Hera will take it and eats a bit of it and says, "I'm gonna go up." Points towards this tree. I'm gonna go up and take watch from up there. It's easier for me to see higher up. If you need me for anything or you spot anything, just give me a shout.
Sure thing. Do you want to have us switch guards tonight so that way you don't have to do it all
Well,
the time and you can trance?
that's what I was going to say. I don't trance.
Not trance. I forgot. She's warpling. Never mind
It's
that.
fine,
Sorry.
it's fine.
Hydra would speak up and say, I keep a fairly rigid schedule. Once I trance, I will be awake for the entire duration of the night.
Well,
we should all take turns to make sure everyone's rested.
if you want to set up a schedule, just give me a shout. Alan, Balin, and Dan, they'll keep things lookout up here. You decide who's sleeping in what tent. I'm going to stay up in the tree either way, so...
All right. If you need anything, let us know.
As she walks by, she looks at Balara. Balara, are you eating? You're eating your ration. What is your ration?
Something really bland. So,
Ration stick.
Just like a nutrient stick with just a white paste.
Yeah,
I love white paste.
I love white paste.
What paste is my favorite? Yummy, yummy in my
Yummy,
tummy.
yummy white paste in my tummy. So Hera looks at you and looks at what you're eating, and she is going to whisper, and I'm going to roll a stealth check for her to see how well she whispers. That well. And she whispers to you, I understand that you're keeping your distance from them, but a warm meal is better than nutrient paste.
I would respond with telepathy.
Ooh, what would you respond via telepathy?
I would then say, dependence on luxury makes you soft.
Still with that same role, she would say, so be it. I'll be in the tree if you need me. If anything happens, I trust you to run the camp.
Understood.
She's going to make her way up to the tree. I'm going to roll acrobatics to see how well she gets up in the tree.
Crit fail.
Pretty well.
Yeah, she
Yes.
did pretty well. Carla will bring over some to Hanako and go, Hanako dear, do you want any food?
Scott, you're muted.
They might be doing something.
Okay, well, she gave Hanako food. We'll just say
Okay,
that.
she gave Hanako food, so
And
Hanako has food.
she'll go over to check on Kelty. And would she notice Kelty's out of it? Obviously.
Kelty, how obvious is it that you're out of it?
I mean, it'd be fairly obvious. I mean, if anybody just checks on them, they might snap them out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
She'll
I
go.
would say that you would notice it then.
Yeah. Kelty, are you okay?
After a moment, I just come back to reality, more or less, and I'm like, what'd you say?
It's dinner time, dear. Why don't you have some?
I I take what is offered, and I just kind of pick at it for a little bit before eventually eating some of it.
Okay.
Are
So-
you okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. If you need anything or need to talk, let me know.
hmm
So, Hydra and Sakar, you were playing cards, were you not?
Yes, Hydra specifically said to play a couple of rounds, which means the Hydra, that is 2 exactly.
So that's 2 exact rounds. So, you have proficiency in this, don't you, Sakar? So, Will, you have proficiency in
Yes.
this, don't you?
I am proficient in 3 Dragon Ante.
Right, roll me...
I
Oh, go on.
was gonna say I move over with the food to watch them play.
Okay, so
Yeah,
roll
Carla will
me...
follow.
I want you to roll me a free dragon anti-check.
With what ability attribute?
Okay, I'm going to ask you an honest question. Are you playing this game straight, or are you trying to cheat this man?
Fucking cheat.
How straight is your character?
How gay am I?
About as straight as any other character I make.
Ah, so turbo gay.
so what you're telling me, he's not playing cards, he's sucking this man off right now.
He's a little manlet sucking his dick.
He's gonna play at least the first round, somewhat on the up and up. He's gonna try to be on the up and
Okay,
up about.
roll it for me with intelligence.
Ah, you fool! That's my best stat.
And then what I want you to roll for me is I want you to roll me a straight intelligence back against that, Alex. Okay, so the first hand seems like it's going towards Sakar. Sakar has a good poker face because you can only see half his face, and manages to secure the first victory. Do you go again?
Yes.
We did agree to a couple, which means 2.
Are you trying to cheat this man the second time?
No, this second time he's confident. He doesn't need to cheat.
Okay, do the exact same thing then. Roll me free dragon ante via intelligence.
And
Oh, the exact same. And Hydra, can you actually beat this man at cards? You cannot beat this man at cards. You were thrown off on the second one. You didn't manage to win, I'm afraid.
Sakar, after losing, Hydra will hand his cards back to Sakar and stand up and do a polite little bow almost, and is just like, "Thank you for the enjoyable time, my friend. I must depart for the time being."
We should discuss the sleeping arrangements.
I don't particularly care where I end up sleeping.
Well,
Or-
I believe Alan, Balin, and Dan are all in that tent over there.
Okay. Feel better, Skylar.
Yeah.
What else?
Have a good night, okay? Take care.
Night, Sky. We love you.
Take care, Sky.
Good night, Skylar. Catch you later, Skylar.
But yes, so we're discussing who's going to sleep where.
Hydra will kind of put his because he'll put his hands together in his sleeves so his sleeves touch, so you can't see his handsies at all, and we'll just do a polite nod towards Carla and say, "You needn't worry about where I rest. I quite enjoy it out here. Peaceful."
As you wish. Balara, where do you want to sleep tonight?
Also sleep outside.
Has tents. No one uses tents.
What about you, Kelty?
I'm gonna take this tent up here, I suppose.
All right.
I'm gonna say that Hanako goes and stays in this tent.
Okay. What about you, Sakar? Where do you want to stay?
I will take a tent because it's not probably going to be a rare luxury for us going forward. I don't particularly care about which one, though.
You see a head pop out from this one and says, "You can come see with us. We can play cards."
The man with the deck of cards becomes the most popular guy at camp.
Basically. She'll look at Kelty and Hydra and go, I believe Hera's at least taking first watch. I can take fourth watch, and maybe Kelty, maybe Balara and Hydra, you take either second or third?
Hydra kind of stares back, or like not necessarily blankly, but kind of like with a curious head nod and says, "But I've already informed more or less of my schedule. I will be up for the entirety of the night once I finish trancing. Well, those that wish to take watch may assist me in that later, but I will be up regardless of who's up."
All right. Balara, do you want to take any watch shift?
I can take whatever watch you want to put me on.
All right. Well, maybe you after Hera, and then Hydra can take third, and I'll take fourth then.
Right. So we have our watch set up.
I'm gonna specifically deviate from it.
Oh.
I was gonna say Hydra does his things too. So he will study. So is this an actual statue first
Yes,
and foremost?
that is an actual statue. It's not fallen down. It is actually standing up. For some
Okay.
reason, I couldn't find the asset of that standing up. It doesn't. I don't think it exists. But it
Yeah,
is.
that's
It's standing up.
He will have his book out and he will study this the statue.
Roll me a religion check.
Religion.
Yes.
And not one
You
bad.
have no idea what this is. You know that it may have some religious significance. It may just be a person.
That's really upsetting that I have a +6 on that in that one.
Maybe it's a really big paperweight.
It's a paperweight for the planet.
I'll try my best to draw the with just my pen and diary
The
This-
paperweight.
this religious paperweight.
Roll me a performance. I want to see how good you are with your drawing. Yeah, it's a pretty decent drawing, actually. It's not great, but it's nowhere near terrible. It's recognizable of what it is.
And so he'll look at that. He'll put some question marks around it for inquiries later, and then he'll start brewing a cup of tea, a pot of tea.
Ooh. Roll the brewer's supplies with either intelligence or wisdom.
I would say it's probably intelligence because he's just using straight off the recipe essentially.
Okay, roll me intelligence then. Roll me it with intelligence. Yeah, you make a damn good pot of tea.
Is Balara up?
Balara, are you awake at this point?
Yeah, I'm staying up the whole night.
A Hydra would beckon. He would use one of his hands and just kind of beckon at you.
Does Balara not need to sleep?
You don't know.
I mean, yeah.
No.
I'm just asking out of character.
I mean, when I take the point of exhaustion, you'll know.
There you go.
Yeah, I beckon Balara over as the teapot boils. If I brew my tea.
She'll just kind of look at you.
And Hydra kind of is like, well, I won't shout while everyone else is trying to rest. And he opens up his book and begins to read the things that he has found for today.
So this is taking place after your trance, correct?
No, this is before his trance.
Oh, you're doing before your trance. Okay, cool.
She'll get up and walk over, I guess, curiosity.
And he's like, lovely aroma, tea. Depending on the flavors, supposed to help calm the nerves, the mind. Help somebody focus. Focus. Strange word. Hard to really understand what it means sometimes. He looks up at her and is like, you're one of the few curiosities I've seen today. You, the elephant, the girl with the strange eyes. 2 warblings. Very curious. We'll look at her. Like, I understand that you're related to the Grand Huntress of the House Indica. You never told me, nor did I ever ask or inquire what part you're from. How closely related, how truly important or trivial are you in the grand scheme of this all?
In the grand scheme of things, I'm pretty trivial. But I am her daughter.
Hydra smiles and was like, trivial, yes, aren't we all? We're all pretty trivial and insignificant and things, but you are something that I greatly need to be alive and for you to prosper.
Why?
He smiles again, a little
Gain
creepier.
from this.
What I gain from this is quite. I don't truly know if some of the others would grasp it. They might be able to grasp the complexity of it and the necessity for it, but they might not truly understand what I need. What I need is powerful friends, allies. More importantly, I need the aid of the most powerful person on this planet. The Iron Empress, of course.
Yeah. To what end?
I believe I said already to save us all. By us, I don't mean any of you. Us is for me. And he points up to the stars. Or it's not star. It's not fully black yellow yet, right? There's no stars out.
No. So it's you're getting to the point where
It's like twilight, right?
yes,
Dusk.
it's like twilight
Yeah.
time at the moment.
Okay.
Yes.
He'll point up to the sky and he's like, us out there. Have you ever met a Soulstorm elf, as some people have referred to us?
I can't say I have.
Very curious creatures. He kind of opens up his book and flips all the way to the first page of it. He's like, said many innumerable years ago, uncountable, when the Architect's Wound first opened, Rift to the Void, I'm sure you know of. There was a curious woman, a regular elf, not as regular as elves can be. Everyone else was scared of it or had to find ways to deal with the power that it pushed into this world, but she was strange, lass. She saw something different, something that no one else could see, could feel. She determined that she would grab those that would listen to her and those that mattered in her eyes and would take them into the depths of the void. The very breadth of it all. Those that were weak, those that couldn't adapt. Their minds were taken from them, lost to the mania, to the truths, their truths, to their realities. Husks. But those that survived, well, they became us. Her name, we named ourselves after her. Jolfess. We are Jolfessians. And those that are born, sometimes there's few of us in number. We die relatively easily. It's not hard when we're literally born staring into the abyss. But the day that I was born, he continues to flip through the pages almost as if he's telling things of what he's retailed. the truth that I saw. The truth that beckons me, my truth. Corpses. Stop laughing, Kara. My people, other people as well, but corpses of all whom I share some level of blood with. Tell me, should it not be the duty of the progenitor's great grandchild to seek a way to save his people from their truth?
Let me get back to you on that one.
Good. He kind of will stare up at her and say, to that end, I determined that there was one person, one individual in particular, whose aid I needed above all else.
And that was?
The Iron Empress, of course. But I knew it wasn't going to be an easy task, and one of the surefire ways to get to her side and to earn her favor was to, well, do this. Be out here. And
This is a good way to earn favor.
indeed. But you were not a part of that plan. You weren't a part of the things that I expected. But you, albeit no matter how trivial you may be, belonged to a very important noble house. And should you prosper and thrive, you make my goals more than just a dream. You make them much more of a possibility.
Right. So I'm a tool then.
He smiles and is like, true, but aren't we all?
To some extent, yes, but most people have at least the politeness to not point it out.
He frowns a little bit and is like, my favorite tool. Hydra point, like he kind of like frowns, furrows his brow a little bit, and puts his hand up to his chin. And is like, I suppose so. I'm certain words are certain. Understand that talking to people is a rather hard thing that Jolfessians don't have very well accomplished. I'm surprised I haven't gotten into more trouble. Understand that this does go both ways. I need you to not die, and I need you to thrive and prosper. As such, you're free to use me as you wish to make sure that you survive and prosper.
Right. I'm not going to do that. I don't like relying on or using others. That's not really my thing.
Solitary. A solitary creature, of course, yes.
Not necessarily. I'm just not interested in using someone as a tool.
Well, then tell me, how would you choose to benefit from my own certain gifts?
However you want to use them to benefit me. I'm not going to force you to do anything.
He will pour his cup of tea. He will pour a second one in case she wants one. And is like, well then, I'm glad you've given me free reign of that.
I check the tea for poison.
Oh, alright, so do a investigation of the tea. Is the
Alright.
tea actually poisoned?
Can I do a perception to see if she's invested to see that? Because he's
Right,
watching
so
her.
okay, Balara, roll me a stealth.
Oh, I'm not going to be stealthy.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to say that he can just see that you're trying to see if it's poisoned.
That's fine.
He'll look at you expectantly, and then he'll say, I didn't poison any of it. I'm not immune to poisons myself. And harming you, once again, truly doesn't benefit me in the slightest.
Yeah.
No. I suppose it doesn't.
There is one thing that you can trust. You don't have to like it, or you don't have to appreciate it. He kind of looks at the tent. Looks at the tents, like kind of looks around and stuff like that, and is like, these people here, the longer I keep them alive as well, the better off I am. So, I understand. Yeah, there it is. If I kill you, then resuscitate you, then I'm the hero. I can tell that you're, at least not too fond of the current chat. But I will continue to try and keep all of you alive. You more so than the others, but I do, if need be, I will save them as well.
We're a hunting party. I would expect you to try to keep your fellow hunters alive, just as I'm going to be doing for all of you as well.
And you smile like, one can try.
I suppose. So, there are other ways of going about getting the Iron Empress's attention. Why this?
He looks down. He's like, each of us have our own ways of dealing with. And he kind of points and taps on his forehead. Those that can't manage it somehow often end up wasting away. We are obsessive creatures. We find things and latch onto them. And that's what keeps us grounded. He kind of sets both of his two swords in front of him, samurai style. He's like, I told Maldrich that I had not drawn my sword at that, on top of that Iron Forged, and that's correct. This sword, the longer one, kind of just a standard Malthusian blade. The one I call Jimmy. Much less cool than the second blade, the smaller one, who I call Theodore.
The one I call Jimmy that I wrestle with every day.
I wrestle with it every day. This blade is no different than any of the other ones you would find on Titus, the moon we come from. But this one, you pull it out, and you'll notice, because I assume you're perceptive like that, because it's not hard to tell if you have any time to look at it. The Tanto is a broken katana. I found this one. It's trash. I found it. I chiseled it myself. Put my name on it, see?
See right there, I drew it in marker.
Why is Hydra spelled wrong?
Yeah. This is,
Why is Hydra spelled with an I?
This is my sword. God damn it. This is the one that I found. This will be my blade when I reforge it. This is my sword. Because there's nothing like it, and there will be nothing like it later.
Why are you showing me this?
He just really likes showing women his sword.
I'm desperately trying to impress you. God damn it!
No. He loops back around to. You asked what it is why I decided this. I was trained by what was known as a Dolphesian blade dancer.
Mm-hmm.
What keeps me focused, one of the main things that keeps me focused, is the breathing techniques that we use that we use in that style of fighting. It's one of the few things that
Is it called total concentration breathing?
it's called hormone.
It'll get abandoned after 2 seasons.
Yes, for a much better gimmick. It was one of the
Tripods.
tripods. It was one of the few things that I clinged to. It also helped me keep a rigid schedule, so I had less time to get lost in my own thoughts. More time to
Gotta think about it.
focus, plan, if that makes sense. Only natural that this group here, especially with underneath Maldrich, would be the place best suited for these swords, and for me.
I suppose. There are other ways of impressing leadership through fighting. I guess I was expecting something other than a fight, and so this is where I belong.
I just wanted flowers.
Another thing I was curious about was the kind of gestures around the trees, the plants, the sky, the land here in Galatea. It's interesting, is it not?
She kind of just looks around and goes, I never thought about it that way.
He pulls out his flower. He looks at his flower pen, a little flower on it. I was like, it's amazing. They send hundreds. Is it more than hundreds? Is it in the thousands, Helena, that they send out here?
Yeah, thousands of people try to go there, and most of them die.
Thousands of people come out here every day. And so many of them fail to conquer this land, the things that dwell within it. Tell me, do you think that we could conquer this land easily if we learned from those that already live in it?
Easily, no. Could we? Probably not. But that's what we're going to try to do anyway.
He smiles. It's like, yes. There's a lot of creatures here that amaze me. They've evolved, adapted, just as kind of gestures, just as we did to the moon to the moon and the void. These, even the trees, the plants, they've even adapted to fight and kill what they could. I'm curious to see how far they've adapted, how far they've grown. I guess that's a closer answer to what you were searching for about why I became a member of the surveying brigade.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
He kind of just smiles and is like, go on, you should drink your tea. It'll get cold.
All right.
Drink it, I dare you.
Right,
You
that
roll
was...
me a persuasion check.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's roll. Let's go.
please. Hold on, let me.
How quiet were they trying to be with people sleeping like 10 feet
Yeah,
away?
I was actually going to ask if they're actually attempting to be quiet because I wanted to roll a perception to see if I
That's
could
a
hear
sick
them.
one, persuasion.
That's a low. We'll come to that in a second, but that's a very low persuasion. Balara, if you think that's enough to persuade you to drink the tea, drink the tea. If not,
He is also drinking the tea. He's taking sips.
Now, it's not a matter of the idea that it's poisoned. It's more a matter of, is it okay for me to do this?
that's up to you.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna say that she will just kind of sit and look at the tea. She's not gonna be drinking it though.
Okay.
So some people wanted to know if they could hear this. So anyone that wants to know if they can hear this, roll me a perception and I will decide the DC for it. Fuck me. I would say with that, I'm pretty sure you would hear it. And unless you guys really don't want them to hear it and you're willing to do some stealth rolls, they would have heard it at this point.
I imagine Hydra was talking at a relatively normal tone. He wasn't shouting, but he wasn't like hushed about it either.
But you're also 10 feet away from people.
Yeah.
I only wanted to know for the comedy.
And tents aren't known to be very soundproof.
The car was going to pipe up and, for God's sake, we're trying to sleep.
Carla will go, yes, dears, we are trying to sleep, but I'm glad you're having a lovely moment.
I don't say anything.
Go to bed, though. Get some rest.
Sakar, do me a favor. Look in look in the journal.
The journal.
Yep. Do you see something on there?
I might.
You have a read of that. You find that in your pocket.
You have some sticky stuff around your mouth.
That's Dan's.
Can I lick it off of you? Signed, Alan.
So, so what happens is you poke your head out of the tent to tell them, "Come on, I'm trying to sleep." And then as you do, you feel something in your pocket, and you're pretty sure you didn't feel it before. You put your hand in your pocket, and sure enough, you find what you have seen. You can do with that as you will.
It's just a wooden.
Oh my god, we have made so many dick jokes. I'm pretty sure that's what most of this episode was. Not even like a battle or role playing. It was dicks.
I don't know. We're good. But yes, you find that. So again, be as you will, but you have found that.
He's gonna try to go back to sleep.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do before we swap to the next people doing the shift?
I would say, Hydra would, after the conversation is over, close his book and write down, I don't ever recall getting your first name, Lady Indica, if you wouldn't mind telling me, of course.
Balara.
Oh.
Yeah, we heard her called Balara a couple times, I think.
I think
Yeah,
we
but
heard
we had heard characters call her Balara, but she never gave the name.
And Hydra would say, I would give you my full name, but I don't know if it holds the same value or meaning to any of you. So Hydra will do fine for now.
Mortal ears were not meant to hear it.
Normie ears were not meant to hear his full name.
Can I determine from that statement that perhaps it's like my family crest?
Would you say that your name was like the same indication as a family crest, or hold that level of significance?
I imagine, yeah, that his name has some level of significance.
Then yes, you would, Balara.
All right, then I would point out that the value of his name probably holds the same value as my crest, which I can't explain to others since only members of the house can know what it means.
Hydra smiles and nods and kind of like, maybe one day we'll explore those meanings later.
Kind of cocks her eyebrow a bit. You indicated
Hydra gives confused look. He doesn't know what he said.
you're part of the family.
He doesn't.
Welcome to the family, son.
And he's like, "What's the look for? Did I say something wrong again?
No, you're fine.
Am I an idiot?
Maybe I'm the idiot.
Maybe you are the idiot for letting
We're
this
all
happen.
idiots now.
No, this is great. Hydra would then say, "A rigid schedule must be kept. You're free to help yourself to whatever's left on the teapot for now." And you will see him, swords just in front of him, and you will see him you'll see him eyes wide open. He trances with his eyes open, and his eyes would glow green. He's trancing, just right there, sitting down.
Right. So who is taking the next watch? Who's going to be taking it?
It was supposed to be Balara.
Balara. Roll me a perception check.
Alright. That's Orphan. Laura. There we go.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You keep your eyes towards the corners of your little ruin. Nothing really throws itself off to you as being something that shouldn't be there. Your time goes relatively well. Is there? You've kind of shown that you're going to be staying awake. Do you go and awake? Who was supposed to be the next slide? I believe it was
Hydra.
Hydra. So
Yeah.
This is 2 hours. Now, Hydra, how long is your trance?
I believe the trance is the typical 4 hours.
Okay, so
But he was going to trance in the
Yeah,
middle.
because the way it was supposed to work, Hera was supposed to be first,
She
then
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now
So I'd be in
Hydra.
my last hour because it's 4 hours. So I'd be in the last hour because I imagine we're probably either an hour, or a little over an hour in Hera's.
okay, well, yeah, it was. We'll say that Balara is aware that most elves chance for about 4 hours, so she wait I'll say would know to wait the 4 hours. But when the 4 hours are up, Balara, do you go and wake Hydra from his trance? What do you do?
Yeah, at the end of the 4 hours, I would probably go. I'd have Orphan go and wake him up,
She kicks him in the dick.
which she does by gently stroking his cheek.
What?
Okay.
Not what we were expecting.
No, I was expecting a twist of the nipples.
Ye old dick twist.
Yeah, Hydra will his eyes will stop glowing and he'll stare up at the
Good
robot.
old finger in the butthole.
However, good morning should start.
Yeah, right? Right.
And Hydra will look up and say, "Thank you kindly."
The robot would give a little bow.
Right. Roll me a perception check, please, Hydra.
Okay. Can I make this perception check at disadvantage?
Yes,
Because
if you want to.
He'll begin brewing another pot of tea for the morning.
Why do you want to be worse at things?
Josh, let him do his thing. If he wants to do it, roll it at
Yeah, I'm
disadvantage.
going to be brewing another pot of tea because he has a rigid schedule he keeps. So yeah, I'll be brewing another pot of tea while I do some optioning.
Your stratagems are a fine-ass madness, Kaiba.
You just notice it, though, and that's but sadly not enough to prevent things from happening. You hear a god-awful squeal coming from the darkness down, and a series of strange creatures rush their way into the camp. Fear the badgers.
Oh no, not the badgers.
But are they honey badgers?
They are giant badgers. So
Are they giant honey badgers?
So, we're going to end off here, but I want everyone to roll me initiative of the nighttime badger attack. No, you don't get full rests.
Just
I didn't
kidding. I got
rest
full
anyway.
rest.
You got a full rest, yeah.
Hydra got a full rest.
I
Easily.
didn't even want to rest.
I didn't want to rest anyway. Fuck you.
I forgot to select a token. Sorry.
I did get a short rest at least, which is basically as good
You
as a
did
long
get a
fighter.
short rest. And then,
It's the 5.
yeah, I will make sure.
Why are they not showing my initiative roll?
And this means I won't have my armor, so my AC will be a little lower. I have that set up.
Yep.
That's weird.
Well, I see that you rolled a 12 anyway. I'll roll Hanako for Sky, and then I'll roll the badges, and then you can worry about giant badges for next time.
Just for clarification, where's the exit flap for this tent?
There is one right behind you.
There's all of them. All sides are exit flaps to the
So
Yes.
I would be exiting this way.
Yes, you would.
Okay,
Let me
I'll just
make
keep that in
sure-
mind for next week.
Let me make sure I click Skylar's token so that I can do their initiative roll for her. There we go. So now I just gotta do the badges.
They roll a 20.
I hope they roll a 20.
Nat 20 this initiative roll.
Come on, giant badgers. Damn it.
So do I go before the Badgers or do they go before me?
Whose dex is higher?
Yeah, what's their dex?
Probably you than the badgers, but they're surprising you anyway. The only person that's not surprised is Hydra. So yes, what happens is you start brewing your tea, and then you hear a strange noise out of the corner of your ear, and then you turn, maybe looking over your shoulder, and you notice a pack of giant badgers seem to be feverishly rushing their way through your camp.
As a reaction, can Hydra just scream, "We've got badgers"?
Yes, you can. As a reaction, you can 100% scream, "We've got badgers."
Good.
So,
Now, next step is to whip a sweet nene on their ass.
so everyone hears Hydra shout to the entire group, "We've got badgers." And we'll leave it at that for now.